Prime Minister Netanyahu's office. They say the move puts their loved ones in even more danger. Israel's military chief also advised against the action. The UN warns a complete military takeover would risk, quote, catastrophic consequences for hostages and Palestinian civilians.
The Trump administration is taking its legal fight over immigration enforcement in SoCal to the Supreme Court. The administration is asking justices for free rein to use race, language, and other factors to target immigrants they believe are in the country illegally. Last month, a federal judge ruled those tactics violated the Constitution. She issued a temporary order saying immigrant officials must have reasonable suspicion before detaining individuals. The decision was upheld by an appeals court. In its brief to the Supreme Court, the Trump administration argued the ruling puts a straitjacket on immigration agents. Well, President Trump has ordered the Commerce Department to take a new census that will not count undocumented immigrants. However, the Constitution actually requires that every person be counted.
This morning, we're joined by constitutional law expert Robert McWhirter to break down the legal challenges the president's request is likely to face. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. We know that the census is taken every 10 years. The last one was in 2020, of course. We want to ask you, can President Trump legally order a new one? Would it even be possible?
Yes, he can order a census, but he can't use it for anything. There are often mid-decade censuses, but you cannot use that for reapportionment. The Constitution says that the Constitution doesn't use the word census. It uses the word enumeration. We'll enumerate, we'll number the people. Every 10 years shall be done, and that is what shall be used for reapportionment. So if you want to go running around counting people, you can't use that to reapportion. And as you noted, you have to count every person. The Constitution says the word person. It doesn't say the word citizens. You have to count every person for enumeration and then for who gets congressional seats, et cetera.
Yeah, so you're saying the president wouldn't be able to use this census, but of course the census is used to draw congressional districts, and President Trump has been open about his intent to increase Republican seats in Congress. We're watching this battle play out. So it seems to be alluding to the fact that he thinks he will be able to use it, or he will try to make changes where he could use it, because otherwise how would this help?
Yeah, it doesn't, because the Constitution says for reapportionment, you got to use the census every 10 years. It shall be a 10-year census, and that shall be used for apportionment of congressional districts and other federal matters. You should also note, the last census cost $12.7 billion to do. So if he wants to run around and do a new census that doesn't count everybody in the country, then it's going to cost the taxpayer a lot of money. And this whole fiction that persons undocumented are being overcounted. Generally speaking, the census has a problem undercounting, because if you're undocumented in this country and somebody knocks on your door to take your information, generally those people don't answer the door and they don't answer.
Right.
So he's just perpetuating a myth here and doing something that constitutionally will make no difference.
So then, Robert, what impact could this have on both the midterm as well as the presidential elections coming up?
None. It should have none if the people follow the Constitution, because the Constitution doesn't say anything about it. He's got to wait till the next 10-year census comes up, and that's when we as a country, according to the owner's manual, which I have right here, the Constitution of the United States, according to the owner's manual, you can't use a midterm census to do anything to affect elections.
We love that you have that owner's manual with you. That's why we love having you on to explain all of this. Okay, so it seems like you feel pretty strongly that this isn't going to go anywhere. This all seems to be a waste of time.
Yeah, and I would really wonder next week if the president has another set of tweets that he wants to do, if he's even going to talk about it much more. Launching a census is a huge amount of work for the Commerce Secretary to do. And marshaling all of that work. And don't forget, because of DOGE, he's fired a lot of people that would normally be there to do things like the census. So I'm not sure how he's even going to pull it off. And frankly, I'm going to be surprised if this is still going to be a story next week.
Interesting. All right. Well, Robert, with your owner's manual in hand, we always appreciate your insight. Thank you for being with us this morning.
My great pleasure.
Well, today, Governor Gavin Newsom is hosting Texas Democrats who have fled their state, refusing to vote for redistricting. It all started with a call from President Trump to Texas Governor Greg Abbott, urging him to redraw the state's congressional map. The result would likely eliminate 5 Democratic seats in the House. California leaders will also continue discussing plans on how to fight back against Texas. Already, California leaders are considering a special election to approve a new congressional map before next year's midterms.
All right, it is 10 minutes after 8 now. Straight ahead, helping kids get around L.A. for free. We're going to talk about who's eligible for a new program, helping more people access trains and buses.
An Instagram update is getting a lot of backlash. The safety and privacy concerns raised over its new Maps feature.
Nature, nurture, and neighborhood. Researchers say the area we grow up in could have a big impact on our brains.
KCAL News is sponsored by Jacoby & Myers, because you deserve justice.
Every day, California highways can turn quickly into chaos. Last year, the California Highway Patrol reported over 350,000 car accidents. At Jacoby & Myers, we believe if you've been injured in an accident, you deserve justice.